everyone, and happy Friday. I'm Carrie Tucker.
And I am Tara Untershoot.
And we're realtors with Century 21 Fusion here in Saskatoon, and we're back with another Friday 5. So we have some special guests with us for our Friday 5 video today.
Hey, I'm Ken.
Hey, Barbie.
Hey, Barbie, you want to shack up?
Oh, sure. Are we getting married?
Nope.
Oh. Barbie and Ken need some advice because they're going to move in together and they're not married. And
living in sin, as they call it.
Yes. So we have 5 tips for Barbie and Ken moving into their dream house.
Yeah. So number 1 is with any time that any person who's going to buy a house, you go see your mortgage broker to get pre-approved, pre-qualified for your mortgage. So what is important to know here is who is applying for the mortgage, because whoever is applying for the mortgage, that is the only name that's going to go on the title for this property. So make sure you know, because that kind of plays into everything else we're going to talk about today. So just keep in mind, whoever's applying for the mortgage, that's the name on title.
Yes. So number 2 is common law. So we'll explain a little bit about common law. So in Saskatchewan, it varies across the country, but in Saskatchewan, you are considered spouses in regards to property once you've lived together for 2 years plus a day. So whoever is on the title up until the 2-year point is the only person who has any claim to the property until it's been 2 years plus a day, and then in that case it's 50-50. So obviously this can bring up some issues, but that can be addressed with something called a cohabitation agreement.
Okay, so number 3 tip is a cohabitation agreement. So this is something that the lawyers strongly advise buyers to have done when they are moving in together, regardless of who's buying it, and they're not married. It protects both parties involved, okay? So again, it's a legal document that outlines who is entitled to what should you guys split up. Should Barbie and Ken call her quits, whether it's been 2 years or not, okay? Yes. So plus it can also outline who is responsible for what things on the house, like taxes, utility bills, maintenance, doing the dishes, taking the garbage out. You really need to get that detailed. But one of the most important things about this cohabitation agreement is that it is drawn up by the lawyer, and this is the only way that it will hold up in court should you get to that point. Okay?
Yeah. So number 4 is a scenario. So what would happen if you split? Okay. So if Barbie and Ken living together, it's been a year or something less than 2 years, and they decide to split up.
Yeah.
Whoever is on the title has 100% claim to that property. So if it's only one person, so Barbie bought the house herself, she put down the down payment, whether Ken helped or not. If she's the only one on title and they split before the 2 years, she gets everything.
If there's no agreement.
If there's no cohabitation agreement.
Yeah.
So and also if Barbie bought the house herself and it's been 2 years plus a day, Ken is now entitled to 50% of everything in the house, regardless of anything they discussed or whatever, as long as if it's not written in a cohabitation agreement, that's the way it is by the law.
So you can see how that agreement can protect both sides, depending on the time frame and who put what into it, right? So,
yeah.
Okay. So number 5, sorry. So another scenario is what happens if a partner dies, okay? So a will is also very strongly recommended by the lawyers to have in place as well when you're buying property. So to, again, protect both people, both parties involved. So here's a scenario. So Ken buys the house, okay? Barbie lives there, but Ken bought it, he put down the down payment, and then there's only Ken on the title. So it has not been 2 years yet. Ken gets eaten by a bear, okay? So Ken's gone now, he's dead. And Barbie is left with the house. However, because they did not have a cohabitation agreement, I really struggle with this word. So because they don't have that agreement in place and there was no will in place, guess where that house goes? To Ken's parents. Barbie gets nothing because there was nothing agreed upon beforehand. So have that in place for that too. But if this bear fiasco happened after the 2 years, then they're considered common law, so then Barbie would be entitled to it, okay? So again, have all this stuff in place. You just never know what's going to happen.
Definitely, and it's not a big process to do it. The lawyers can draw it up quite easily.
Yeah.
So just do it. Get everybody protected in the different scenarios that could possibly happen, and hopefully nothing bad happens. But you just need to prepare
and have it outlined. You know, you just like who's going to take what, and you know, you want that crappy old couch, take it. But just protect yourself out there, you guys, okay?
Yeah. So moral of the story is get a cohabitation agreement and a will.
And watch out for bears.
Poor Ken.
Poor Ken. All right. Okay, well, that's everything for today, you guys. Thank you for watching, as always. And be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and online at Carrie and Tara C21. And we will see you next week. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.